Hi Aquarius, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we're looking at a bit of everything, okay? I'm going to be starting today answering a question for you, all right? So I do have the Angel Answers deck to start us off with. So if there's a question in your mind, hold on to that. We will be getting an answer for you. All right, if you don't have a question, it may actually just show up something that you need as an answer that you don't even know about as of yet. But we are going to be getting you an answer firstly today. The other decks I am using, I have the Oracle of the Fairies. I do also have the True Love Oracle and everything we're using with the Jester Lenormand today as well, clarifying everything. All right, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already, but get that question ready and we'll get you an answer, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, what is the answer Aquarius needs? What is the answer Aquarius needs? I feel like this is two answers coming through here. Firstly, we've got yes. Okay, so pretty straightforward, yes. But the interesting thing I've got on the bottom of the deck, we've got recovery. All right, and then the other card I've gotten for you is improving health. All right, so for those of you where this was a health related question, that's a pretty straightforward answer for you, that your health is improving, you're in recovery. Okay, so for those of you where that's actual physical health, we're looking like that is definitely improving for you, that situation. Everyone else there, that if you're not asking a health related question, you for some reason do need to know that your health is physically improving, you're on some path of recovery. I feel like for a lot of you, this is mental recovery, like emotional recovery, that sort of improving health that we're looking at. And for others of you, again, it's improving the health of that situation so that, yes, your desire can be answered here. The answer is yes. For those of you where we're asking a straightforward yes or no question, I feel like the answer is straight up yes, obviously with that yes card. But, we are seeing that whatever that situation is for you that you're questioning, the health of that situation is improving. Okay, so I'm going to get some clarity on that for you. Okay, answers Aquarius needs. What are the answers Aquarius needs right now? Okay, so firstly, we have the Scythe, followed by the Child. Okay, so we are seeing a something unexpected, something, some sort of big change coming through here. And I feel like the change is within you. This child energy does feel like you're changing the way that you're perceiving something, and you're starting to perceive something, with a lot more innocence, with that more of a childlike state of mind. We're sort of breaking free from any immaturity, but we're actually looking, changing the way we're looking at things and looking at it with much more of, the potential of a child. It's still got a lot of growing to do, and that's what we're sort of seeing here, is that there is something either happening suddenly, or this is just within you yourself, a big change happening just within you and the way that you're looking at this situation. You are sort of starting to now look at that with that childlike sense of wonder that, when I grow up, I want to be an astronaut kind of wonder that, when you grow up, when this situation fully evolves, it can actually become whatever you want it to become. That sense of wonder and amazement that, yes, this is possible for you. All right. And we do also have the Heart coming through there as well. So I feel like for a lot of you that this is reminding you to just show yourself some love in amongst all this process as well. And when I'm getting as well here that for maybe one or two of you, there was an issue with that physical health to do with your heart. and that's real, you know, all your wishes are sort of coming true. That this heart is covered in stars, which does talk about, you know, wishes coming true, wishes being fulfilled, desires being met. So, you know, maintain that childlike sense of wonder that, yeah, all your heartfelt desires can be met with this situation. All right. Okay, so moving on to, you know, important messages in general for you at the moment, Aquarius. Okay, important messages for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know right now? Oh, lovely. We have music coming through. Okay, listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. All right, I'm getting strongly that it's showing me that child energy once again. You know, so, you know, there may be a message in the music, but it's all, I feel like for a lot of you, it's about that finding that joy and amazement in music at the moment. Music can lift your soul. All right, that's what I feel like this is talking about: lifting your soul, replenishing your energy, helping you find that potential with your life here. You know, listening to happy music, music that really does sort of lift you up and bring around that. You know, and I feel like for a couple of you, it's listening to, you know, the sweet music you listened to when you were a really small child. So whatever, you know, whatever happy music made you happy as a child, maybe listening to some of that music at the moment is going to be really beneficial for you. When I do see that music card as well, it does let me know, you know, frequency music might be quite important for you as well. Okay, so especially for those of you where we've had some health issues, frequency music. All right, so look up frequency music on YouTube. You can find so much different stuff. You can find stuff that is related to specific health issues, and listening to specific frequencies can actually really help your body in a lot of physical ways, as well as, you know, helping that mental stuff as well, helping you on a spiritual mental level as well. Some of you that frequency music, you may want to listen to some moon type frequency music. All right, so I know that coming up to the full moon, we're getting close. We've just been through the new moon, but we are getting very close to that full moon coming up. So for some of you there, I'll just double check the date. I believe it's the 25th of January. So on the 25th of January, we do have that full moon coming up. So when we do see those full moons, usually you do see a few uploads coming through of, you know, frequency music for that specific full moon. You know, those types of like I'm trying to think of the word. Like the drum music, that kind of stuff. They do a lot of that stuff for full moons as well. Okay, so you know, like the singing bowls, all that sort of stuff. So maybe listening to some of that sort of music is going to be really beneficial for you this next couple of days to week. The moon energy card there, it does say surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. So straight away, going straight back to that music energy where, you know, there's a lot of calming music that you can listen to, meditations, like I said, the drumming, the singing bowls, all that sort of stuff. Very, very beneficial for you at the moment, Aquarius. But we'll get some extra clarity on that. Okay, what does Aquarius need to know right now? Important messages for Aquarius. Oh, beautiful. So we have the feminine and the moon. Okay, so both of these are very, very similar energies. Um, anyone who does know, anything about the moon, you probably will know that the moon is a feminine. All right, so that moon energy, and right as I'm talking, and we're seeing moon energy here for you as well. I was just talking about the full moon. It's seeming to be very, very important to you on an emotional scale. That moon energy card, it did say, comes to calm emotions, and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. Surrender to the ebb and flow of life, which is also very, very important with these two energies. The feminine is all about emotions and, surrendering a little bit to your emotions and, really coming from a centered, balanced place emotionally. That more feminine energy, softer, nurturing of yourself, especially too because with this particular moon card, we do see the emotional sensitivities. All right, so with both of these together, it can sometimes remind me, especially with that full moon energy and the moon energy card, it does really bring to mind, the tides and obviously the female flow. All right, so for some of you that may be important to you to really, maintain some sort of, not so much control, but just going with the emotions when they're coming up. um, Anyone that is a feminine and has that cycle, you will know that, it's sort of out of your control, and the emotions are out of your control a little bit. So it's kind of letting you know to just sort of flow with that, and let yourself feel it and then release it. Feel it, release it. Accept the emotions that you're feeling at the moment. You may be experiencing some sensitivity in the next week or so. It does just sort of, even if you're a masculine who doesn't have to deal with feminine cycles, it's kind of like it's that time of month. All right, Aquarius, so just take that on board. We may be having some of those, PMS type symptoms this week. All right, just within ourselves emotionally, the emotions being brought up suddenly, that kind of energy. All right, but your intuition is very, very strong with all this moon energy. Your intuition is going to be, really, really strong for you this week as well. So make sure you're listening to your emotions, listening to your intuition, and using them to guide you in a soft, nurturing way. All right. Okay, so we're going to grab some cards for you. I'm going to do one for friends, one for family, and then we'll move on to love. Okay, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know in regard to friends and family? Friends for Aquarius. Family for Aquarius. Friendships at the moment, we do have the fox energy. That does let me know that, friendships may not be the focus this week. Okay, friendships, you may not, the fox is all about your own independence, looking after yourself, being your own boss, that kind of energy, being a friend to yourself, and focusing on your own survival at the moment, with that fox energy. It doesn't really strongly feel this way. It may be only one or two of you that it may be sort of letting you know that, somebody around you, a friend around you, they may be sort of only looking out for their own interests. So just be a bit wary of that. I'm just sort of feeling very strongly that it's kind of one of them weeks where you're kind of better off to really rely on yourself, over spending too much time with friends this week. It does feel as though, it's yourself and your own independence that you need to focus on rather than friends this week. We do see the garden energy for your family, which does talk about meeting up with people, hanging out with people. So, maybe more inspired to spend time with family rather than friends this week. Okay. This can also talk about invitations and events that are coming up with your family as well. So I actually do know, an Aquarius that I am acquainted with attending a wedding this week. So it definitely could be talking about that sort of stuff, attending some sort of event or receiving an invitation to an event with family. Others of you, it's just sort of spending time just being restful and social with your family rather than your friends, I feel, this week. Okay, but looking at love for you. Okay, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know in regard to romantic love, please? Romantic love for Aquarius. Oh, very interesting. We do have the divine masculine coming through for you with romantic love. So this is very interesting because, you know, we see you so strongly embracing the feminine moon energy this week, Aquarius, that this divine masculine is obviously your counterpart this week. There may be somebody you're romantically involved with this week that is really balancing you out, is kind of, you know, the yin to your yang, or whatever. So regardless of whether you're masculine or feminine, once again, that divine masculine energy. So even in the example where, you know, you are a masculine energy, and you're, you know, maybe you're in a connection with a feminine energy, just as an example. I don't like to normally genderize, but, you know, I'm talking about the balance between the masculine and feminine energy here. So, you know, you this week, even if you're a masculine, you're you know, being told to embrace the more feminine parts of yourself, you know, whereas this other person is embracing the masculine elements. So they're kind of, you know, balancing you out. So they may see that you're feeling a bit emotional this week. There may be some stuff going on for you, and, you know, they're coming to meet that with their strength, their power, their, you know, control over the emotional chaos that you are finding yourself in a little bit there this week. So, you know, it's really quite balanced energy. So for some of you, who aren't in a connection, you may actually be meeting someone this week who really is that balancing energy for you. I'm just going to grab some clarity on that one, but I just want to show you at the bottom of the deck, I do have the Garden as well. So, you know, you may be meeting someone. So if you're not in a current romantic connection, you definitely might be meeting someone this week. That Garden energy, definitely talking about meetings, those events. Like I said, if you're attending an event with family this week, you may be meeting this divine masculine who's, you know, got your back and looking out for you this week. But for others of you, if you're already in a connection, this is all about nurturing. All right, nurturing that connection. And, you know, in order to have a garden, you do need to nurture and water the plants. So for those of you who are already in a connection, you may be just needing to water those plants this week, you know, nurture this connection. You know, just I'm just sort of hearing someone that I'm feeling a bit emotional this week. I just need you to sort of back me up and be balanced in logic for me, so that you can, you know, be the voice of reason for me this week. All right, but we'll get some clarity for that. Okay, Aquarius and romantic love, please. Beautiful. We have the Rider. Okay, news on the way, good news on the way. All right, and this is that divine masculine coming to meet you halfway kind of energy, where they're, you know, you may be feeling a little bit emotional in your more feminine aspect this week, and they're coming to meet you halfway. That's them getting on their horse, coming to meet you halfway. We do see the Bear energy, so, you know, they're going to be protective of you, and they're going to, you know, want to look after you. They're gonna be the mama bear for you this week. I feel that's the good news that's on the way, that, you know, they're quite strong and powerful in their masculine energy, and they're going to look out for you, and they've got your back, and, you know, they're wanting to protect you, help you set up clear boundaries if you can't do that for yourself this week. we do see the tree energy as well. So this is actually, you know, meeting each other in such balance this week, Aquarius. It's providing a lot of growth for this connection. It may even just, for some of you, it's just growth within you yourself. When it comes to this connection, it's kind of like that moment of realization, of realizing, hang on, when I am in my divine feminine, they are meeting me with the divine masculine, and where, you know, and it's kind of like your feelings for this person growing because you're seeing how well they balance, and how, you know, how they can actually meet you and you know, support you, prop you up when you're feeling lower. You know, so there's a lot of growth potential here with this romantic connection. All right, so definitely seeing some growth and all that, some wisdom coming through as well, that, you know, you're sort of realizing that, you know, the wise choice is to allow this person to protect me and support me when I do need that support and protection. So you know, overall, I'm feeling a lot of balance coming through, you know, from romantic energy for you this week. We did see, you know, that answer was a yes, and we're improving health, where you know, the only thing, you know, that was flagging out to me was that, you know, it may not be the week that you're wanting to spend time around friends, which, you know, we all have those weeks. And, you know, it does seem as though that's what's sort of advised for you this week, is to focus less on friends, more on family this week. Focus on, you know, that romantic connection that is balancing you out. It's, you know, really well supported for you this week, Aquarius. All right, but that's what we have for you. You're more than welcome to check other placements as well. But, you know, hopefully I'll see you all again soon.